Okay, so this is for those of you that are like destined for growth. Like, essentially, the message is like your soul doesn't do well with settling, right? And that's like with anything, anything and everything in your life. Over the course of your life, like you have seen how it's like constant evolution, lessons, integration, growth, like just growth mindset. Um and I feel like this wants to come out because compared to other people, no one really lives a life like that, to be honest. It's very small. So yeah, again, I do feel like I the people that I talk to, it's like a very like it's like a handful of you guys. That's it, which is fine. I feel like I'm part of that anyway. Um, but yeah, you know how like there's some people who like yeah they might pick an area of their life and like accelerate at it. So like whether it's career, relationships, health, like something, right? And they're like you could say that like they're masters of it, but it's like okay, the analogy that I'm getting is like, you know how in school you can like take one path and accelerate on it and like get really good at it? Obviously, it depends on each person, right? Like how good they want to get in that particular thing. But you were the one that was like, why do I have to choose one? Why do I have to choose one? Why can't I be good at all of it? I want all of it. I want to score everything. Like, yeah, like you're definitely someone who's like an overachiever. But it means like in life, in your own life. I really don't mean academically. Like obviously you could be, but if again, I feel like the people that I tap into, it's you guys are very like spiritual. So you're probably not even walking a very conventional path. You could, but I don't know. I kind of speak to like more of the rebels, which it's just a mirror of me. um and yeah, it's like you didn't take the easy path in life. Not at all. Not at all. Like it's been heavy and difficult. Like I said, um I feel like I did make a message about this, but again, I don't know. Um I think I did, but it was something like you signed up to like take the most challenging path in life so that you can accelerate, you can like it's like an accelerated path of growth, right? Which a lot of people don't do because it's a very challenging path. When you want to accelerate very quickly in like all areas of your life, like guess what? You're going to be handed a lot of challenging experiences so that you can grow that rapidly and get to experience the bliss. Like you are headed there, just so you know. Um yeah, and most souls don't choose that. Most souls kind of choose like, I'm going to kind of maybe focus on this thing this lifetime. Like I'm just going to focus on this area. Learn what I have to learn and then whatever, and most people choose that. Most souls choose that. And there's no judgment towards that. But again, I'm just speaking to those of you that are like, sign me up for all of it. All of it. I want to accelerate in all of it. Very ambitious, very driven, spiritually aware and intuitive soul. And I guess I feel like the why this message wanted to come out, because I get that, again, this path can be isolating. I've mentioned this so many times, right? Whenever I've like tapped into different messages, it's almost like I get that you spent a little bit of your life quite isolated. Like you could be going through that right now, or you were. I get it. Trust me. And it's like it really is a challenging path, truly. When you're like, sign me up for all of it. I'm going to like accelerate in all of this. I want to achieve all of it. I want to experience like the fruit of life, like truly what it actually means to live a fulfilled life, like the truth of what that means. Not just like, oh, I'm going to get a house and I'm going to get a nice car. I'm going to have like a okay relationship and I'm going to be, grateful for that. Again, not that there's anything wrong with that, and I'm not judging that for, those people that have that, but it's like you're like, okay, cool. Like, yeah, I can experience that. But if I can experience the actual bliss of what it means to live life in every single aspect and area in my life, you're like, sign me up for that, right? And it's like, I don't know, I'm just getting the image of like your team, your spiritual team, whatever you believe in, being like, are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure you're up for this challenge? And you're like, hell yeah. Let's do this. Let's freaking do it so that I can enjoy the rest of my life. Because again, what I was getting with this before was like that this is a cycle. It's like your team was like, okay, like, listen, if you want to experience that, you're gonna have to go through the most challenging things the first part of your life, the first cycle of your life. And it's not gonna be easy. You're gonna doubt it. Your human self is definitely gonna be like, what the hell? What am I doing? Right? But you were like, yeah, let's do this. Let's just get it over with. Come on. Like, I rather do the hard stuff now and then get to enjoy after, which you're headed towards, which you truly are headed. Like, it really does feel like for a lot of you, you've completed the cycle of a lot of challenges. It almost feels like the last 2 years, 2 to 3 years, was like, oh, interesting. Yeah, it's like the last 2 to 3 years, it was like the cycle of integration of all the challenges that you have been through, all the lessons that you have learned. Oh my God. Wow. Wow. Okay. This is like really coming through where. Okay, cool. Wow. This is how you know you're close to this new cycle, this new beginning in your life, is because you've gone through the integration, the embodiment. Oh my God. It's like, sorry, this is really cool. I wasn't even tapping into this. I was just like that first message and like, I don't know where this is gonna go. Okay, you know how like I'm gonna use a school analogy because I kind of did in the beginning. You know how like I said, there are some people who take like a major and like learn that, right? Some people don't complete it, right? They drop out, or some people like go on and they take their masters or whatever, right? Like they excel in that one area, right? And you're like, no, 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 listen, listen. I've come here to absolutely enjoy every single area of my life. So sign me up for all of it, right? I'm going to take it all on, right? Overachiever over here. and and yeah, it's like, like obviously when you're in school, there's tests, right? There's all this stuff that you are learning, that you are experiencing, the lessons that you are going through, right? Again, translate it to life lessons that you're going through. Now, now the last, like I said, 2 to 3 years, you've been doing your exam to graduate, basically. You're doing your exam now to be like, are you sure that you have learned everything? Are you sure that you have, yeah, like learned everything that you needed to learn in all these different things in your life? And again, I know, I get, don't think about it as like you're done, but like you've learned a lot where it's like you might as well now apply. It's like I said, it's like the school thing, right? You've learned your lessons, you've gone to classes and blah blah blah. And now you're doing your exam portion, which you are wrapping up, but now it's like, all right, like take everything that you have learned and integrated within and have become embodied in. Now live that. Obviously, does that mean that you're never going to experience other challenges or things that you need to grow in? No, you will, but they're going to be a lot smaller now. It's going to be a lot more digestible. Um, it's going to be a lot easier, right? Because you have like mastered a lot of things, right? Because I don't really like using that word, but like mastered a lot of things where it's just going to become easier, right? It's almost like some things will come back just to be like, all right, like you still got this, you still remember this lesson, or you still going to go back to old ways, or like stuff like that, right? But again, like you're literally at that exam portion, and you like, it's a long exam, right? It's not just, oh, like a 1 hour thing. That's why I said the last 2 to 3 years, and you could still be wrapping up this exam, right? Where it's like, okay, are you really embodied? Are you really like there? Like you're graduate, and you are graduating. You are like, it really does feel like this new cycle, this new era that you're stepping into, it's going to be different. It's going to be a lot easier. Things are just going to like be coming to you without much effort. And I know for some people that are like the ones that have known you and are going to be like observing your life, they're going to be like, what the heck? Why do you have it so easy? And it's interesting, I made a message like this months ago. There might be jealousy, but again, they don't understand that like you deserve this. You have earned this because it's been so challenging for you, because you've gone through a lot. Like those are the people that haven't gone through those things. So yeah, it's going to look different, like how you're going to start living your life versus how they are, right? And again, it's not coming from a selfish place. It's because the funny thing is, I feel like you have learned that like these things are going to come into your life because it's really going to be this life of abundance in every sense. Okay, I'm not talking just financially, I'm talking in every sense of the word. um like it's not like, I feel like you're the type that it's like you've detached yourself from the material things. It's like, yeah, it's nice to have. Yeah, it's nice to enjoy it. Do you need it? Does it come from a place of lack, or come from a place of trying to prove to another person that, like, hey, look at me, I'm driving a nice sports car, or hey, look at me, I'm living in this gigantic mansion house, or what, I'm just using this as an example, right? Doesn't mean that that's what you want. You could, but whatever. It just means like you've become so detached from those things. You know that those things don't equate to your worth and who you are as a person, because you have went to freaking like soul school where you literally have like a PhD in that, you know? If anything, you've put your worth into that, into yourself. And so it doesn't matter what you have on the outside. That does not equal your worth. But because you don't equate it to that, it's like those things just come naturally. Do you know what I mean? It's again that same analogy of like when you desperately want something in your life, you desperately want like these nice flashy things, but you want them from a place of lack. You want them from a place of validation and people to look at you like, oh, look who's this. That's when like those things don't even want to come in. Like, yeah, you can get them. Yeah, you can overspend money to have them to look a certain way, but ultimately, like it never works out, right? And so with you, it's going to be the opposite. It's like these things are like drawn into you because you don't need it. And it's literally going to be the life of ease and abundance, like I said, in every sense. But again, you deserve it. You absolutely deserve it, because the first half of your life you agreed to live in a very challenging way where, like I said in the beginning, it's like you couldn't settle. This is why you couldn't settle for things. This is why it's like anytime you had a job that was misaligned or a relationship that was misaligned, both romantically and platonically, like anything that was in your life that was misaligned, like even when it comes to health, like I said, it's like every single area of your life, right? You were the person of like, man, it feels uncomfortable, but I can't be here. I can't be with this person. I can't keep eating this way, right? You're like, how do I make it better? How do I accelerate my growth? How do I continue being better? Right? And it's ultimately, it was always like doing it for you, you know? This is why you couldn't settle. And I get it. It's not easy. It's really not easy to live this way, because that comes with high integrity. That's not easy. Not many people can live from that place, right? Because they rather have it easy. And there were even times where you might have thought like, man, it'd be easier just to like live like other people. And truly it would have. Truly it would have, but that was not the life that you were meant to live. You signed up for this, you agreed on upon this. Your soul has been directing you the whole entire time of like evolve, 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 evolve. And I get it. I I'm like, I'm part of this. I get it. It's not easy. And I feel like because you're in this exam portion, which I do feel like is coming to a closure now, where like now, like doors are going to be opening. They're going to be blasting open for you. Um, like I get you're probably at this point where you're a bit tired. You know, you've lived quite a life filled with challenges, and you're not the type that has told many people about these challenges because you don't want anybody to like feel, you don't want pity, you know? And at the same time, you're like, whatever, like it is what it is. You got over it, you've integrated it. But it hasn't been easy. It really hasn't. And like, it's like from a soul level, you're just tired. But you have been kind of like I said, even the integration part is tiring. Like absolutely, I get that. I know the integration part of all of the things that you have learned is tiring yourself too. It's because your system is being upgraded, it's recalibrating, and that is tiring. So it's like you're just tired and you're at this place of like, okay, I'm ready to receive. And you are receiving. You're already starting to receive. Like I said, it's going back to that wave analogy of like, it's not going to be flooded in for you. And that's fine. You don't want it to. You want to savor this next portion of your life because of all the challenges that you have been through, because of all the heartache, the betrayal, oh my God, like everything, all the trauma that you have been through, all the pain. You freaking deserve to live this life now in a very slow, enjoyable way. You deserve to savor this next part of your life and to take it slow and to be present and to, yeah, enjoy the fruits of your labor, of all the past challenges that you have been through. And like I said, there's going to be people in your circle that are going to be jealous. Let them. Let them, because they do not understand the depths that you have been through, the heartache, the betrayal, all of it. And again, not saying those people haven't, they have, but it's like you went through like the like really ugly stuff, and you still came out with a full heart. Yeah, everything that was meant to disconnect you only made you reconnect to yourself even more, even deeper. And now you're meant to enjoy, which is why you were never meant to settle. You were never meant to, like, that's why you were always pushing, right? Like, even times, like I said, when you didn't want to, for example, end a relationship or leave a job or whatever, it's like your soul was like, hey, we signed up for this. We're like, yeah, we're gonna have to end the relationship. And that's what I mean. It's like your integrity was so intact of like, man, I don't want to, but I can't lie. I can't lie to this person or this job or whatever, to myself, that like I'm happy with this. So yeah, yeah, like you're getting to the end of it. You're coming to the near end of it. That exam is almost done. That integration phase is literally right there, like so close to wrapping up, closing out. And just enjoy. Enjoy, truly be present. I know you will, because that's what you've been learning as well, for this next part of your life. Because I don't know, I can feel that this next part of your life, I can feel it. I can feel how beautiful it's going to be in every single area of your life. Like, oh, you deserve it. You do. And I hope you can feel it. Like it's just going to be bliss. You're going to be blissed out. Yeah. All right. I'm going to end this here cuz this feels like a good spot to end. So, sending you so much love. I hope you resonated, and I'll see you on the next one.